Ghetto slang, broken English. It's hard to crack the code and distinguish. Before rap, I was famous.
What you doing?
Boss move.
What you refuse to do?
Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations.
The NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us this Sunday afternoon. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines. Young in the corner. And a wide open look for Whitmore. The three-pointer off the mark. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Kicks it out to Garland. Back to Mitchell. Young with the steal. Here's Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
Yeah, and you got to go back to the defensive anticipation of Trae Young. He got that break started.
To the paint. Allen. They swipe it. And here we go. Fast break, and Whitmore's got it. It's good. Whitmore's got his second basket. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
Yeah, plenty of power behind that move from Johnson.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
Johnson outside. Down low. The kick out to Young. Johnson can't hit.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Wagner. Good.
Yeah, and showing some force inside. Wagner making sure he gets his.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kenny Atkinson and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trae Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive. They hope to stop Trae. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. And that sends Donovan Mitchell to the free throw line. That's on Cam Whitmore. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Now, here's Mitchell. Following the missed shot by Onyeka Okongwu.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Young with the steal. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the Hawks can't hang on to the ball.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Substitution on the court.
Cavaliers leading. And here is Garland. Isaac outside. From outside the arc. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Atlanta with the ball. Stolen by Garland. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Nobody near Allen. one off the back iron and out.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Young outside. Pass to Okongwu. The Hawks again can't hit. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. Here's Wagner. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
For three, Mitchell. And it's Wagner missing. The Hawks trail by 4. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's his first foul.
Now to the lineup for the Hawks.
Three-pointer, Daniels. Allen with the rebound. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. It's stolen by Tate. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Capella. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Wagner to the wing right side. Here's Jerome. And another miss by Cleveland. Here's Tate. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Pass to Jerome. Over Young. The Cavaliers with another miss.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
That ties it up.
Well, look, few guys can run with Johnson in the open court.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 6. Isaac. Back to Mitchell. Isaac outside. From beyond the arc. Atlanta with the rebound. Young way outside. It's a tie game here in Cleveland. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
The Hawks, 13.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
Three-pointer, LeVert. The basket good. Off the assist from Young.
From range, LeVert's one of those guys you have to respect his shot. He makes enough from beyond where you have to honor him.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game, for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. Into the lane. The wide open look here for Garland. Offensive rebound. The Hawks leading by 3. Pass to Gay. Young with no one around. At the Tate. The Hawks working the ball around. 5 to shoot. stolen by Okoro. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. 2 points. That one goes. Thompson's got his first 2 points.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break. Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
What a unique resume for Coach Quinn Snyder. Stan, he's coached in college. He's been overseas as a head coach. He's been in the G League, and now he is back in the NBA.
Yeah, and this guy's just a great coach. He's had teams that perform well at both ends of the floor. He's won everywhere he's been, and he's the only NBA coach I know of that's got a law degree on top of it.
So he's smart and he can coach. Oh, and by the way, he had a pretty good mentor in college, didn't he?
He certainly did.
The Hawks leading by 4. Here's Whitmore. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Whitmore's got 9.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. Off target from outside. The Cavaliers on offense. Inside. Kicks it out to Garland. There's the triple. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And this is what Thompson does best. His aggressiveness on the boards is what makes him a valuable player.
Here's Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
On the court now, it's your right squad. Get out and let that hear it. It's that time, fans. Time for t-shirts. Who needs one?
And the Hawks making a change here. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. The 3 from Garland. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game. The first free throw is good.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Whitmore. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
Kicks it out to Garland. The floater, and Allen slams it in.
A superb offensive rebounder. Allen's long arms and feel for how to get positioning helps big time.
And they're able to recover. Back to Daniels. Okongwu a screen. Daniels with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. It's good. Nice touch there from Okongwu.
Assist goes to.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Outside Garland. Pass to Allen. Wagner wide open. Good on the three-point shot. Wagner's got 7 points.
Tracking the feed, Franz Wagner locked in on that shot.
Here's Gay. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. And the Hawks will go for a different look here.
Now into the lineup for the Hawks.
35 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Uncovered. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Isaac trying to break free. The shot by Mitchell, no good. Teardrop shot.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
That shot off. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll return shortly. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And the Hawks with possession here. They lead by 7. Here's LeVert. Allen with the rebound.
Look, that's a coach's nightmare. Your player has an easy chance to score and blows it by trying to do too much.
Mitchell looking it over. Pass to Wagner. 6 on the shot clock. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Wagner's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Cavs. Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. That combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. Pass to Strus. The screen from Thompson. Now here's Okoro. The three from Garland. Connects from three-point range. Garland's got 6 points.
And the release for Garland is getting quicker as he gets more confident.
And the basket by Krejci.
They are just killing him on the interior.
A drive by Garland. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 8.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
Johnson from outside. The Cavaliers trail by 3. And the layup's good off the glass.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Here's Johnson. And slam dunk by Johnson.
Well, you can't teach the athleticism displayed there by Johnson.
There's Garland. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
LeVert from outside. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Here's the teardrop. Johnson with the rebound. Driving the lane and slam dunk by Johnson.
And man, can Johnson get up. Great to see him cap off the drive like that.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Pass to Capella and stolen by Thompson. Garland with it. Cleveland moving it around. Clock at 6. For the lead. And he sinks the layup. Garland's got 9 points here in the second half.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found. And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Making a switch here. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. See coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. I'm going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. And slam dunk by Allen.
Flushed by Allen there. What I love about him, he's a center and he's not trying to be a guard. He knows who he is.
Pass to Okongwu. Daniels with it. Here's Whitmore. And that one drops for him. Whitmore's got 19 points.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Back to Mitchell. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Okongwu.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Young's shot is off.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense. Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Whitmore with it. Defended now by Wagner. Young with the ball. Scoreless thus far. To the middle. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Substitution on the court.
And stolen by Okongwu. Darius Garland has been leading the charge for the Cleveland Cavaliers. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Cavaliers leading. There's a screen. Takes it inside. Johnson with the block. Here's Whitmore. Good D by Johnson. It's stolen by Johnson. And slam dunk by Johnson. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
In the corner, it's Whitmore. Back to Johnson. A wide open look here for Okongwu. That shot misses.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kenny Atkinson had some words for his team during the break. Now it's a close one, so Coach asked his team to keep their focus. He said this game's going to come down to mistakes. If we play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. Let's see how it winds up. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
And such great feel for the game. Whitmore knowing where his teammates are at all times.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Atlanta.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And also, got to be impressed with their interior play, getting in the paint and figuring out ways to score.
Young outside. Pass to Whitmore. Isaac with the steal. Now here's Allen. Whitmore defending. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And his teammates love this. When Allen is aggressive trying to score, really puts pressure on the opposing defense.
Good on the second free throw. The Hawks leading. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That'll be his second foul of the game. Pass to Johnson. That ball is good for another field goal. His sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
And finished off by Wagner.
Well, Wagner can be a scoring machine, especially when his team is doing a good job of getting him looks.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his third foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Cavaliers on D. It's a one-point game. Whitmore. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. And it's now 22 points for Cam Whitmore. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Cleveland moving the ball around. 4 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Garland, no good. Atlanta leading by 4. Pass to Daniels. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. To the wing on the left. Young outside for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's Allen. And he hammers that one right down into the face of Jalen Johnson.
And look at how ready Allen was to fight for it. He's willing to go to battle for his team.
Pass to Johnson. Driving. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Here's Wagner. Kicks it out to Allen. Puts up a 3. And it's Whitmore with the rebound.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
On the wing, Daniels. Pass to Okongwu. And he's good on the 3 ball. Now it's a 7-point Atlanta lead.
Daniels using that vision.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And I think Mitchell's focus increases when it's clutch time. The bigger the moment, the better he is. And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up in that rim, didn't he? And Whitmore, no good on that one. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. Pass to Allen. To the inside. Kicks it out to Mitchell. There's the drive. Cleveland the rebound. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. The Hawks leading by 7. Johnson outside. Daniels with it. Here's Whitmore. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. 26 points for Cam Whitmore.
Oh, a really strong outing from Whitmore. You see the potential for greatness.
Wagner. Mitchell wide open. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
In the corner, Daniels. Buries it from 3-point range. Daniels has got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Hawks.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Cam Whitmore.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
From T. Johnson, and so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin.